Welcome, everyone, to the greatest show. I'm DJ. Oh, I got all kinds of messages coming in. This is Isis. Back there is my wife, Tricia.
Hi.
And we will be joined by others, but we're not all completely here and ready yet. What I would like to start out by saying is that this video and the subsequent audio will not be edited and put out for more than a week. Things have come along, and I'm not going to have a chance to do it until Friday at the earliest. So just know, if you're listening to the audio and you don't watch the live show, then this is just dropping whenever you get the feed. So I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot. We are also broadcasting 1 hour earlier than normal, which I kind of just dropped on everybody because, well, that's fun to do. Got a viewer. I'm hoping that would be Metal Jesus, who, for some reason, might have thought that he could jump in on this show. Yes, Kitty. No, I thought I had the... Oops, sorry, Kitty. I thought I had the... uh-oh. Someone's coming to you. The camera correct there. Let me... there we go. Isis, come here. Isis, kitty. Well, so what we were gonna do, Sweat is just the fat crying. Is my shirt.
Kitty, you seem confused.
What we were gonna do is talk about Avengers Infinity War, but since there's just two of us here at the moment, we'll hold off on that. Let's see here.
Oh, that's right. I spilled catnip in her tree, and she's just discovering it.
Yes.
It's been there for days.
Viewer, if you are, if you know the, can't talk. Okay, compose myself, DJ. Compose myself. All right. We have a chat website. It's tlk.io/thegreatestshow. And I am already in there. And we will be periodically checking in with that. So we've got a burgeoning enterprise here, two of us. We have been talking for, I don't know how many years now, about Tricia's dog treat business.
14.
14 years, although this show hasn't been running for 14 years.
No, but we have been talking about my business for 14.
That is true.
That is true.
That is a truism.
Yep.
So anyway, we do make dog and cat treats. If you go to madebytricia.com, and Tricia is spelled with a C, not an S-H-A. So she also started recently doing catnip treats, like
cat treats,
catnip toys. Sorry.
Yes, catnip toys.
As I'm watching you sew together an avocado.
An avocado.
And and we also have some sheep.
Mm-hmm.
For those just listening to the audio, you're not getting any of the video content.
And these aren't put together yet, but they're cactuses. And these are going to be minions.
Cactuses and minions. That's a thing for your cats to play with.
Yes. They're stuffed with catnip, and they're made with wool felt. Okay.
And I have also been talking about bullet journaling for at least a year, if not more. I invented Bujo RPG and have been working diligently on Bujourney RPG to have something to release here in the near future. But while I was getting that prepared, the Sew Master General over here started making bullet journaling clips or bookmarking clips.
Shoot, yeah.
That's okay. It's a thing that she sells also off of Made by Tricia. I have run a test or two of a bullet journal that I want to make, like the smaller ones where you like wrap them in a cover, and we're gonna make the covers. I say we because someone's got to do the cutting of the covers, and then I can do the assembly. For those that work with the post office and are city carriers like myself, I also started making what we know as sculpt trays. It's a tray that divides the mail up. And I have started making those out of the corrugated plastic that our tubs and trays are made out of. So rather than the free cardboard one they give everybody, I have taken, well, I've made a plastic one. Now I've only made two. The first one was mine. The second one is the first person that saw my tray and actually wanted it. I also, live here on the air, I get to tell Tricia that I have somebody else that wants one, so he gets the next one. So this is looking good. I was also, thinking of putting some of those up as drawings at our union halls and such. But I mean, if you're prizes, yes, prizes is the word. So, did I say it? Well, I don't know.
You said drawings.
Up for drawings.
For prizes, as in drawings.
Yes.
During drawings.
All of the things.
Of drawings.
So I was thinking of doing some of those. So if I don't have enough people that want them immediately, I'll make them, give them to the union hall and just keep trucking along. I currently am only making them black because I didn't want to do white. And I'm kind of glad I went with the black because I'm a little worried that the white wouldn't look as good at this point. The ultimate idea is to get sheets of colors and be able to make a color one here and there. But that's when I've super streamlined the process type thing, because right now I would have to buy a palette or a pack of sheets of color, and that's not cheap. So
Tab just wrote to us in the chat.
Ooh.
She was our winner of free stuff.
Did you like your free stuff?
She says she got the package from the last video she watched. She loved everything that we sent. Thank you so much.
Sweet. Well, we are glad to have you back. She's got the my phone does not. It'll close itself here in a little bit, but I'm glad you liked it. I have tried to give stuff away since, and that has been a complete and utter failure. So yeah. So I followed through on what I said I would do, which someone might say doesn't happen very often.
Someone might say that she also did a lot of the work to make you follow through.
What? That's not true.
Whatever. I know I put some stuff I made in there.
Well, yeah. It shouldn't just be a me thing. It should be an us thing.
Seems like a decision you made.
Well, yes. Yeah, for both of us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I don't know where Stabby's at. Where's Kevin? Send him a massage. Or massage. And I know Sarab said he would try to be on, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. Is there anything else exciting that we can talk about without getting into the Avengers yet?
Let's see. Well, I had a pretty big wedding anniversary recently.
What?
How about you?
Who? We, on May 2nd, celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary. Tricia would show you the ring that she got for that anniversary, or maybe it was your birthday. I think it's for the anniversary. But she can't lift her arm because it's so heavy.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure you can see it from here. Yeah, because the mysterious package is my birthday gift.
That's right.
My birthday gift is my birthday is a little more than a week before our anniversary.
I signed her up for a mysterious package experience.
Yep.
We got a one-time mailing, Gods of Madness, and I
still need to read that one.
I was alerted 2 days ago that your fourth package is on its way.
Well, then it might be here at the end of the week.
Yes, and we can pick it up on Saturday when we're helping out on the food drive. We should go a little earlier in the day, by the way, because there will be grilling and stuff going on. Food.
So what are you referring to, DJ?
The NALC Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive on May 12th. Is that what you're talking about, Tricia?
Yes, and for those who aren't married to mail carriers, that would be the post office.
National Association of Letter Carriers, yes. Which is what my union is.
The second Saturday of every May. They do a food drive for local food banks, and you just have to put your food out near your mailbox or in it or on top of it, and your carrier will pick it up and it will be distributed.
Here in Portland, we give them to the Oregon Food Bank, which is located in the northeastern area of Portland.
Sorry, Taff said happy anniversary to us and or congratulations and happy belated birthday.
Someone just passed a milestone birthday.
Oh, well, it's hard to be married for 20 years and be a lot less than that, I would think.
But now she joins me in this decade of the Big Four. I, of course, will stray into the Big 5 2 years before she does.
And I will make fun of him for 2 years.
And then I will make fun of her. Although I didn't make fun of her for the 40th. So.
Sure you didn't.
I was rather nice because I'm the caring one in this relationship.
Whatever.
Yes. So I was told by Metal Jesus he is actually attempting to be on, so he should be on here soon. Bob is attempting to get done with some wedding cleanup. I don't know whose wedding he's at. I doubt very seriously if he told me I would remember anyway, because if it's not him, which I know it's not, doesn't really, I don't need to worry about it. And then Rachel will be on as soon as she can get home, I guess is how that's working. Oh, I must have broke a fingernail today. It's all misshapen.
Yep.
How'd that happen? Well, I work with my hands. Anyway. We did was it for your birthday? We did 2 escape rooms.
Yes, we did.
Would you like to describe the escape rooms, or how much fun you had, or whatever?
I had so much fun that I made DJ do a second one with me.
The very next day, yes.
We scheduled an escape room on a Sunday because my birthday was on a Monday, and my brother and his wife came, and the 4 of us plus 2 people we didn't know were all put into the escape room together, and we had to disarm bombs and not blow up the apartment. You know, we had an hour to disarm. There must have been 4. There was the one in the air, the one underneath the furniture, the one in the
cupboard.
And then the suitcase.
One.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4.
So we had to do puzzles and and find clues. And
now someone's addicted.
yeah, I had a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do an escape room for quite a long time.
The one we did the next day was more of we scheduled it for just us two, and I mean that was the experience. Basically, it fit, and so far we have a maybe possible Jesus. It worked out. We did accomplish both, so we are undefeated in escape rooms.
So with the 60-minute time limit, with the 6 of us, we had, I think it was 7.5 or
it was 7.5 minutes left.
Okay, 7.5 minutes left. And with just the 2 of us, we only had 2.5 minutes left. We were quite stumped at one point. And
well, yeah, and we weren't putting two. I understand now why some of these need multiple people, because like I had seen the clue and it was slapping me in the face when it was pointed out, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
And since my vision isn't that great in low light,
do you need me to speak up?
I couldn't see the clue very well. I had a hard time helping you, I guess. But anyways, the second one that we did was a Russian laboratory from, I think, the 70s. Oh my God! Now there's 2 of them, and now there's 1 again.
Soviet.
And okay, and yeah, we had to find something that was radioactive, I think.
Yes.
And put it in a safe location, basically.
Oh boy.
Having issues.
Yeah, we know you're having issues, Metal.
So yeah, I would highly recommend escape rooms. They're tons of fun. And I know that in Portland we must have.
You can barely throw a rock and not hit one. So
there has to be a good 10 locations at least that I've seen on maps. The way we chose our first one was how close it was to us. We didn't.
I don't remember where Tab's from. I know.
Ohio, I think.
Okay, that's what stands out to me too. So there's got to be. I mean, they may not be as prevalent in smaller locations, but I mean, all the big ones: Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Canton. Can't think of any more places in Ohio.
Hey, I could only think of 2.
Oh.
And I only know 1 because I've been there. Yeah. So escape rooms are lots and lots of fun. I discovered that I tend to be the seeker. I like to hunt for stuff, and then I like to hand it to someone else and say, figure this out. So I was constantly exploring and then saying.
In the one where we had lots of people,
mm-hmm.
I felt like I would turn around and so much had been done without me. I was very confused as to what was going on. So while I was integral to the very end puzzle, there were times where I was like, I don't know what just happened here. I don't know what people are doing. I don't know why they're doing it, but I'm going to go over here and check this thing out.
Well, and at the beginning of that one, I think we were all kind of looking.
Yeah.
We were all in different directions, and we all found different things, whether they were clues or the puzzles that we had to figure out. And I guess I was trying to shout out, I found fill in the blank, and we found a central location to put the stuff down, and everyone else was doing a good job of calling out what they found. And then as we got farther into it, some people were breaking off and solving things, like you and Mary with the map.
Yes.
And then one of the other girls with the marble puzzle.
I wanted to do the marble thing, but the marble was found and the puzzle had been begun before I knew anything. I didn't even know a marble had been found. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I actually found both of them. I found the puzzle, and the girl that did the marble puzzle helped me because you needed 2 people to uncover it. And then I found the marble a little bit later, and I just gave it to her, and I said, you know, do you got this, or I'd be happy to, you know, help from the other side. And she's like, no, it's fine. I can do it, because having 4 hands on what that puzzle was may not have been productive.
Well, I mean, you'd have to go in tandem, but I mean, if one person could do it, why do that?
And so yeah, I'm like, okay, you got this. I'm gonna keep hunting, and I was off, and you know.
Do you remember what the puzzle revealed? What the table revealed?
Yeah, we pulled a box. There was like a milk, kind of a clear little milk jug in it. Was there a fuse inside of it?
Maybe. We found fuses in weird spots.
So yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, I know that people from Portland may not see this, but I'm trying to be somewhat vague about what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Although they don't know where we went either.
They don't know where we went, and I'm gonna doubt that they're putting super deep effort into figuring out what we're talking about, so that they can go solve it in record time or something.
But yeah, I definitely enjoy escape rooms, and I'm really excited to try one that has more than one room.
That place, the first place we went, is building a 3-room puzzle. So as soon as I saw that, I was very excited about it too.
And the other one that they have is already a 2-room, right?
Is it?
I thought it was.
Okay. I would go to that one too.
Of course you would.
Because they're fun. Fun times.
And what do we get for filling that passport? Just a handshake.
I don't know. Pat on the butt.
There's a Portland passport that you can get stamped for every escape room that you attend.
It's true. So we have to go to the first place we went to get that stamp.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have 2.
I just realized I was gonna put my tag on here, and I didn't. So now everyone can see me do this in reverse.
That's called unsewing it.
And hoping the catnip doesn't fall out.
You know, I sat over here and sat down. So I would normally do this from my podcast studio, but I wanted to do it out here because our cat has been clingy and needy, and I wanted to sit near her too. But
the cat is right here.
Yeah, and
right beside me.
She's sitting in her tree, and
I can move her tree over to the center. She can be on screen.
Yeah.
You just have to hold this up so it doesn't fall.
No, she's good. She's good. Leave her over there. She should come back over.
She's sleeping.
This is not necessarily a short show. It won't be a super long one. Our plan is to go for another hour. We got a metal Jesus head again, and there he is.
Finally. How you doing?
Hi.
Hello. What's up?
You're the first one to join the 2 of us.
Yeah. Got stuck in traffic, got stuck in lights, and got stuck with computer problems.
But with your comments when we were setting this show up, I didn't even think you were going to be on because you weren't going to be back in time.
Yeah, well, I kind of cut out early because where I was at kind of got too noisy for me to study, and I needed a break, so.
Well, now you get to join the most awesome podcast in the world. Which, by the way, if I already warned everybody that this won't get edited and reposted with the new music on until Friday at the earliest. But I have new music and a new opening for us.
Nice.
Yes.
Where'd you find that at?
We were watching a glorified scary. Well, We've been watching movies that are basically ghost hunters but feature length.
Oh,
And we were watching one of those one night, or maybe we were watching a terrible horror movie. And
You were shopping.
I was shopping for new music, and I found the one that I really liked, and I went ahead and went with it. And then I bought it, and I edited together the things that I needed to be together, and basically I just need to fill out some information and for each episode individually, and then it's all ready to go. So it's
cool.
It's
Nice.
It's going to be our thing for a while.
All right. So how was Free Comic Book Day?
Well, we didn't go out to do any free comic book days. So
Yeah, this is the first time
yeah.
that I haven't.
So the first off, Comixology, I think, posts all of the free comic. If they don't, I do have a website where I kind of peruse comics to see which ones I will purchase. And they often post all of the free comic books too. Even the ones that, because there are times where she has gone out to get me comics because I'm almost always working for this crap. And I'll ask for something, she's like, I didn't see that anywhere. Well, this site posts all of them. So if I wanted The Worlds of Aspen, seems to be the hardest one for me to find. That site has it. And it's, like I said, it's my theory on the free comic book day comics is you can't really pirate something that's free.
Yeah.
What I've seen is in the past years when I've gone out and you've given me a list of the ones that you're most interested in, and then I have my own list, is I can almost always find yours and not mine.
Which I think is odd. But if I think about what type of people would be going in for free comics, is probably all kids and girls. Kids and girls.
Really?
Well, the idea is get people to come into a comic book shop to check it out. And I mean, people that are experienced at being in comic book shops, like myself, I don't really need to be drawn in. I would go there if I need something. So,
All right. Makes sense.
yeah. We won't get into super details yet, but when did you see Avengers Infinity War?
I saw it Wednesday night with Rob. I enjoyed it. My only complaint is possibly being rectified in the sequel. So,
Well, so again, without getting into spoilers on the show, so that we can wait for one of the others to jump in. I went and found a copy of the trade of the Infinity Gauntlet, the story in which Infinity War is quote unquote based.
yeah.
Now, Infinity Gauntlet has a lot of characters in it that Marvel didn't have the rights to or hasn't set up yet, as far as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So,
You mean like the Thor that rides a bit? No, wait.
no, that's something else.
Mammoth.
That's Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. That's right.
And that's not that. So in the Infinity Gauntlet story, there is, for instance, Silver Surfer's in it, plays a big role. Wolverine's in it.
Really?
Yeah, he plays a fairly big role. Avocado. Let's see, who else? God, there was somebody else that played a fairly major role, and they're not even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Adam Warlock, I think, was in it.
He was one of the main ones. He's been teased, but I don't think he's going to appear in the next one either. So, all of the Marvel cosmic entities like Galactus and Eternity, Love and Hate, the Living Tribunal.
Ooh, is that dog? Is the dog in this?
Lockjaw?
Yeah.
No, he's inhuman. So all of them are involved, like Lady Death, but
Yeah.
Marvel didn't really go with the. They haven't given face to any of the cosmic level entities. When I saw Galactus was a part of it when I was reading, I was like, oh yeah, this is their chance. And I'm thinking, they're not going to do it because they didn't have the rights till just recently. And they're not just going to throw that in there willy-nilly, because that should be like the next big build-up for Galactus.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're going to do a long-spanning multi-phase build-up again. I mean, they may do a few movies that are kind of linked together, but I can't see them doing an Infinity War type thing again.
Maybe if they like bring in other characters.
Well, and I mean, after the Avengers 4, I guess the focus is supposed to shift to different characters. But after going through at that point 11 years of Marvel movies, all that are all interconnected, I just don't see audiences sitting through another 10 to 11 years while they watch another huge buildup. Because, I mean, aside from Galactus and maybe some other cosmic level entity, I just don't see anyone else worth that much buildup. I mean, Thanos was really the thing.
Yeah. I agree with you. So, my only two complaints were the Netflix series not getting any time, or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the fact that neither Doctor Strange nor Iron Man went to each other and said, "No shit, Sherlock." So,
well, while we wait, I suppose we can dip into it. So if you Tab, we have Tab as our viewer, by the way.
Is
the one
she
that
still watching?
Well, there's still a viewer.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the one we sent stuff to.
cool.
So if you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War, spoilers begin here. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and the reason I needed to see Infinity War on this past Tuesday was because a lot of those podcasts were starting to build up, and I knew a lot of them would get super spoilery, so I kind of had to listen to an audiobook instead of podcasts for a while until I saw the movie.
All right.
Now, these podcasts almost all did a hot take. We just came out of the theater. This is what we liked. This is what we didn't like. This is what we thought we were going to see, but we didn't. And this is what we saw, but we didn't think we're going to. Those type of things. So I'm listening to them having had a lot of time to let the movie simmer in my head so that I could kind of pick out things if I thought about them. What did you like about the movie?
Groot.
Is that it?
What else did I like about the movie? I have to think about that.
Okay. What did you like about it, Metal?
I liked how they brought all the characters into each other without needing them to be in one place. Like the different threads being in their own section. I also liked the Peter Dinklage cameo.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Apparently his name was on the movie poster. I've heard this after the fact, that his name was on the movie poster, and people were really trying to figure out who he was going to play because he's not pictured on the poster.
I try to keep myself spoiler free, so I went in knowing nothing. So
Me too.
This is for the most part, I don't mind a spoiler. I mean, if it's like if we were going into Blair Witch, I don't want you to tell me what happens, because that I'm going in specifically for the mystery. This movie, I went in specifically to figure out what would happen, so I didn't want to know anything either. But normally I don't care if you spoil stuff, because then I can watch it to see how they get to that point.
Yeah, but I left it unknown because it's such build up.
That's the other reason I left it, is I wanted to see what happens after all that buildup. So I enjoyed seeing the combinations of characters get together that we did. Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy with the man off, and then Thor and Rocket.
What were they calling him? Like something angel, man angel, or?
Well, Drax mentioned that he looked like he was the love child of an angel and a pirate.
Yeah.
And then he kept calling Rocket a rabbit.
Yes. Keep going, rabbit. And then I liked it's still early, but if we get more interaction with them, Doctor Strange and Tony Stark in the comics, they totally mesh. They completely mesh, and they're cool. I was shocked to not see Hulk nearly as much as I was expecting him to be in there.
Yeah. I like how they had Bruce as his own character instead of the big green guy. But, I'll see him in the second one.
Well, and they have stated that he is in a 3-movie arc with the Hulk. So the first of those 3 movies was Ragnarok, where we kind of got introduced to a Hulk that's learning how to talk and interact, because he's literally like 5 years old.
Yeah.
This movie, we didn't get to really see him. He wouldn't tell us what was going on, so I'm really hoping we get some answers in the next one.
Like why he can say he's not coming out.
Yeah, why he's not coming out, and maybe what the issue is. I mean, I suspect it's because he had his ass handed to him by Thanos, but
yeah, he's literally sulking.
I was worried about the Wakanda scenes, because I was worried that they were kind of shoehorning that in because they just had the Black Panther movie come out. But the way they had done everything, I kind of felt that was well done, because now Vision is there and Thanos has to come there to get the last stone.
Yeah. I liked how it all came together organically. Didn't feel forced or contrived.
The only thing I wish we would have seen would be some sort of more concrete Thanos destroying Xanagar? Xandria? The place where the Nova Corps is. I would have liked to have seen him at least, walking through the rubble and grabbing the Power Stone. So, I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, because he already had some kind of when we started.
He already had the purple one, and that was made in a passing. He's already destroyed that planet.
Another thing I didn't like was the fact that Hawkeye and Ant-Man weren't in it. I know they had the excuse, but
okay, so people are very confused because Ant-Man and the Wasp weren't in Infinity War, but they've got a movie coming up. So this has been explained to me, and it makes perfect sense. Captain Marvel's the next movie to come out, I think.
Yeah.
And it is a period piece set in the 90s.
Yeah, before Fury lost his eye. Also with Coulson, from what I heard.
Yeah. I'll get back to that one in a minute. And then Ant-Man and Wasp, which apparently is also a period piece, but that period is right after Age of Ultron. Like, it takes place like right after that's done.
Huh. Okay.
So I'm also hoping that in Ant-Man and the Wasp, we see something that lets us know where Hawkeye, Ant-Man, and the Wasp actually are. Like, I think that they're doing something else.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe we'll see it in a post-credit scene or something. But I think that we're going to get more of that. Back to Captain Marvel. In the comics, Captain Marvel belongs to a group, or she did at one point belong to a group called the Ultimates. So my thought was that maybe they were going to try to introduce a lot of the Ultimates in her movie so that the post-credit scene, for anyone that didn't see it, if you're still listening and you don't want to be spoiled, shame on you, was Nick Fury texting Captain Marvel. I was hoping that they would introduce a bunch of the Ultimates so that she can basically bring her own team in to, tackle the next phase. And they're all cosmic, well, except for Black Panther. So the Ultimates are Captain Marvel, a girl named Spectrum, who she can turn into energy and controls light. Ms. America, or America Chavez, she can teleport between dimensions. Blue Marvel, who is supposedly a superhero from he would fit in the cinematic universe. He would fit in between Captain Marvel's disappearance and Ant-Man's arrival on the scene, I guess. Mm-hmm. He's an old energy controller. And then I know that there's another one other than Black Panther. But Black Panther's a part of that team. So really? The Ultimates in this Marvel Cinematic Universe would have to be just the other three, the Captain Marvel, Spectrum, and Ms. America.
Okay.
Are we going to get that? I don't know. There are characters that don't have names associated with them, but I don't know if those are supposed to be villains or if those are the Ultimates or whatever. But, I mean, we can definitely see. But back to Infinity War. I was really thinking that Tony's armor was vibranium tech. I'm glad it wasn't now that I've seen it, but yeah, I like the nanite thing. And he really needed some sort of forming armor like that with the battle with Thanos.
Yeah.
And since we're still waiting, I'm going to keep going. Doctor Strange viewed 14 million plus future timelines.
Oh, that's right.
And only one of them had the heroes winning. So all of the podcasts that I listened to that had their hot takes, all of them thought that Doctor Strange gave himself up so that Tony could live because he thought maybe Tony could, do something in the future. And I discount that completely. He saw the only future where the heroes win. And I'm guessing that he was not in that future, thus he let himself get taken or be destroyed or however that works. And also knew that Tony Stark led the charge in the final battle to get that win. So I think that this is a deeper level than people are giving it credit for. But again, I've had several days to sit on this now, and lots of people haven't. The podcast I did listen to haven't.
That makes sense, and you know what? I can't argue that. So kind of goes against the one scene I want to see, but that's another story.
What's the one scene you want to see?
Thanos losing the gauntlet to Blade's, katana, and Blade saying some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I think he'll lose. I think he'll lose the gauntlet in the next movie. But after having read Infinity Gauntlet, I'm pretty sure I know. Well, I mean, if they go with that story, if they stick with that story as the second part, I think I know who will be the next wielder of it.
Gauntlet?
Of the gauntlet, fully stoned. Sorry.
I thought they split up the stones after that and gave it to Silver Surfer and all those guys.
Well, but in the story, before the story's at an end, Thanos loses the gauntlet. Somebody else gets the gauntlet, does some stuff, and then Adam Warlock takes it.
All right.
But and then I think he distributes the stone after the story somewhere. But I honestly don't think we're going to see Adam Warlock in the next movie. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. The character to which the gauntlet should go to is still they didn't die. So I mean they're still available, and I think it would be an interesting twist, especially the way they've built up the Infinity War thus far.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, not having read the comic or the trade paperback, I think I know who you're talking about.
Try not to reveal it because it looked like she wanted to ask, but then I don't know if she rethought about it if she wanted to ask. But
Yeah.
I thought of one.
do you want to ask questions?
Where are you gonna like? Is it a boy or a girl?
It's
That.
no.
Is it a good guy or a bad guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes is really the answer.
Oh wait, I think he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah, he went. He's dissipated.
I
I was really weirded out that in the Infinity Gauntlet story, Doctor Strange is an integral and constant part, and in Infinity War, he disappeared. I was like, whoa. You want to know?
Who will or who you think will?
Who I think will.
No, not yet.
Okay. So, I mean, there was, I guess I was kind of confused by which ones disappeared also, because it felt like a lot of the Guardians disappeared.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that many. I mean, I thought it should have been a little bit more even. Just like with Maria Hill and Nick Fury. I didn't think both of them would go, but I guess.
Well, it did seem like a lot of them in those certain scenes. Many more than half were disappearing.
With the idea being that he let some sort of random. Maybe he went to a website and typed in a random kill generator, and it just randomly chose individuals from all over the universe.
Yeah. But there was also Agent Coulson, who, according to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is still running around.
But didn't he time warp into the future? I mean, doesn't that...
No, that was the beginning of the season. Now he's back, and they actually, last episode, just mentioned the Thanos thing. So...
Because
of the TV show?
I was so disappointed by the whole zip into the future thing, I stopped watching completely.
It was enjoyable. I kind of liked it.
It just seemed like everybody was... All the reviews online were like, if you haven't watched it up to this point, this is the point where you need to start. And we watched a few episodes, and it was sitting in our Hulu queue for a long time, and I had no drive to watch the next episode. I just kept getting to the next spot, and I'm like, I don't care. So then it started expiring, and I'm like, I don't even care.
Fair enough. I try to keep up with it because I like it.
Well, I mean, if I'd have known that they were going to actually return, I was under the impression that was it. They were in the future period, end of story.
No, it was always like, filling of the season type, like Supernatural or...
Okay. Well, it's good to know.
So my favorite thing about the movie was Groot, and my not favorite thing about the movie was Groot.
How so?
Because he disappeared. But, as a guy from work pointed out to me, Groot is part of Stormbreaker, which means you can technically regrow him from Stormbreaker, maybe?
That would be weird, because...
I don't think that's how they're... for anyone wondering that's listening or still watching and you're in the spoiler section, all of my work friends that are kind of watching the movies, but they're not big into comic books, they're all like, well, if they killed Captain America, for instance, what are they going to do? And I'm like, okay, first off, the Infinity Gauntlet literally gives you control over everything. It's got 6 stones, 1 for each superpower, basically. So at the end of everything...
Like the reality,
yeah,
the time.
At the end of it, because the good guys are going to win, whoever gets the gauntlet is going to reform everyone that was dead. And I also mentioned to one specific guy that this reality reforming doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the Chris Evans as Captain America. It just means that you're going to get a Captain America back. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Hello.
Sweet. We're 4 people strong now.
Yeah, sorry, the bus ride took a little longer, and then I had to run and get pizza.
Which is fine. It's fine.
Which I had to cook right now, so.
Oh my God, you didn't have to cook it?
Shut up.
Oh man, my whole night's ruined now. How's yours?
I'm doing pretty good.
Look at you doing something.
She's sewing.
I'm making cat toys.
We've been talking about Infinity War for about 20 minutes now.
Okay, I just saw it, so we're good.
Nice.
So then you know that Batman comes in.
Right, fine.
I kept asking when Wonder Woman was going to show up.
Wrong company.
Yeah, no.
Wrong company, yeah.
Very wrong company.
At one point, I was going to turn to you and ask if the Poseidon guy,
Aquaman.
yeah, I was going to ask you if he was going to be there, and I think I got this far, and then I stopped because I remember him being with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, because he's sitting on the lasso of truth going, and you are hot. I mean, really hot.
So then I didn't ask.
Sorry for the Justice League spoilers.
Well, I won't even go see that movie, so we're good.
Why?
I'm not a DC fan. The last DC movie was horrible that I watched.
What did you watch? Batman 66, the movie?
No.
Actually, yeah, I did see that.
The last DC thing I watched was probably The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, you just... No. Okay, so while DC is trying to string together a large set universe like that also, theirs is kind of different. So Man of Steel is the first one of those movies. You can watch it and enjoy it for itself. It doesn't really set up anything. Batman v Superman being the second one kind of sets some stuff up, but really accept it as its own movie. No, it's a sequel to Man of Steel, but not a direct sequel. It's just all kinds of... Go into it with a fresh face. Apparently, they're including Suicide Squad in there. I wholeheartedly recommend you never watch Suicide Squad.
I wasn't ever going to watch it. My mom thought it was Marvel. Help me God on that problem.
No, the Marvel version of that is Thunderbolts. Anyway, then there's Wonder Woman. If you have not seen Wonder Woman, that's the best movie DC has put out, period.
I haven't seen it. I'll be right back.
Huh.
And then, of course, Justice League, which I took it for its own thing. Are there a lot of plot holes? Sure. Was it exciting to watch? I would go with that, yeah. Am I looking forward to seeing Justice League 2, for instance? Or them building up stuff? Yes. For two reasons. One, we're going to get Green Lanterns in the future. And two, yeah. And two, we're going to get my favorite superhero on the big screen for the first time, I believe, ever. And that's Shazam. Shazam.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. Exciting.
What?
What? You took over the screen. We were just staring at you. Now you're going to be shoveling pizza in your face hole, aren't you?
I don't. No, the pizza's cooking in an oven now.
Oh.
I had to wait for the oven to heat up.
You're drinking.
Yeah, it's beer.
What beer?
Not your father's root beer.
That's technically not beer.
It still is. It's alcoholic.
It's alcoholic. But beer, that's... I don't know. It's not made with hops. I wouldn't call it beer.
I'm sorry. I don't like hoppy stuff.
I don't either. Mainly because I'm allergic. Oh, sorry, what?
I kind of do like hops.
You don't. You just think you do, but you don't.
No, I do. I do.
No, I don't think you do.
No, I do.
No, no.
You saying that I don't makes me like it more.
And I bring a beer, and all of a sudden now we start talking about beer.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of Avengers Infinity War?
I kind of like the Hulk fighting with Dr. Banner on not coming out. I have to say that was actually pretty funny. I was dying of laughter with that. I mean, it's like my friend Maya. She thinks Hulk didn't come out because he's afraid of Thanos.
Well, I mean, we can.
That's kind of what you.
I
said.
kind of surmised that. Well, but I said it was because he got his ass handed to him.
Right. But here's a question: is Loki really dead this time?
Yes.
I think so.
Because we all know how Loki has fucked with us enough.
But he kind of. I mean, yeah, I think he's dead.
Okay, but what about everybody turned to dust?
They'll all come back.
Okay, they better, because I was a little pissed when they killed off Bucky.
Yeah, with his brand new spanking arm.
Yeah.
But apparently the major loss in everyone's eyes, and I believe it's a big one, would be Groot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Teenage Groot. Teenage Groot.
I was more about the movie.
I was surprised that Thor could speak Groot.
Come on, it was an elective.
Yeah.
Thor actually went to school.
This is my friend Tree. I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers.
I gotta say though, Wanda and Vision together, I definitely saw that already happening pretty well.
Since you just saw it, did Wanda disappear or is she still there?
I think she's still there.
I believe she's still there. No, I think she disappeared, wasn't it? No, there's Trello who disappeared. I want to say she's still alive.
Okay. Because, well, in normal Marvel continuity, she's a mutant.
Right. But because in Marvel Universe, they can't say the word mutant because it belongs to Fox.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right. DZ bought Fox.
But in a story called House of M, Scarlet Witch is the one that I don't know what she's dealing with up to that point, but apparently at some point she's so powerful she just says no more mutants, and 3/4 of the mutant population turns to regular humans on the planet.
Wow.
So we were, I guess some of us deeper comic book nerds were kind of thinking that maybe she has a House of M like moment coming up, but
maybe because she's too much powerful. Because I know the last movie was Ultron, that she was figuring out her powers, and then in Civil War she's still kind of figuring them out, and then now with this she's like, I can kick your sorry little ass.
I don't think that Vision will be dead very long into the next movie because.
All right, hold on.
Oh.
It has a House of M moment coming up in the movies. Would Quicksilver come back?
I don't think she's got the power to resurrect.
Oh no, wait, no. Didn't he come back by some machine?
I don't know about the story.
Okay.
But what in House of M, all she does is remove the mutants gene out of everybody. So, like, Iceman was one of the mutants that got his mutant gene removed, so he was just a regular dude.
That sucks.
Yeah.
How about Rogue?
I don't live in that universe.
I don't know. I wasn't reading Marvel at that time, so. What I find personally about Marvel is that they do some cool stuff for a while, and then it drops off, and then they try to do more cool stuff, but it just kind of sits there in the valley, and then they start doing more cool stuff again. Like right now, something Tricia was referencing earlier was that what I really like in Marvel is the prehistoric Avengers. It's led by Odin with Mjolnir. It has the Phoenix, Iron Fist, Agamotto, the holder of the Star Brand, Ghost Rider, and one of the first Black Panthers as members of this prehistoric Avengers.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it is.
When you said prehistoric, I was thinking dinosaur era. Sorry.
That's Ghost Rider riding.
Ghost Rider is riding a mammoth because I showed Tricia Ghost Rider and she's like, well, what does he ride? And I'm like, well, he's just the spirit of vengeance. And then the very next page when I flipped it, it was like, oh, he's riding a big mammoth.
What the fuck?
That is badass.
It is badass.
Okay.
It is
I would
badass.
say Saber-tooth tiger would be more badass, but okay.
Well, they're riding into battle against some pretty heavy hitters. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
Okay.
What I was very excited to see that came out on Wednesday was Shield by Hickman. Shield is finally coming back out. What Shield is, and it's each letter of that word with a dot in between. That's how you find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jonathan Hickman kind of telling the story of what Shield was from the earliest of earliest until we kind of catch up with the Marvel Universe.
Start barking and I'm smacking your ass.
Kinky.
And
It's
all these historical figures are heavy hitters like Isaac Newton, Michelangelo, Tesla,
I swear Tesla would screw shit up pretty fast.
Edison. So I mean, I love Shield, and we've been waiting on the last 2 issues of this long series to drop. And what happened on Wednesday is they released the first 6 in a trade or something. I mean, I was really excited to see it, and then when I opened, I'm like, I've already read this. I want something new.
Yeah, speaking of comics, I got like 3 free comics that I didn't go to other comic stores. I meant to go to other comic stores and then didn't happen. So, yeah.
That happens. I'm going to get some water if you want to chit-chat with the common folk.
Yeah, those peasants.
You're a freaking peasant.
Too much technology in one place.
Too many dicks on the dance floor.
You still can't see Isis.
I'm working.
Damn it, she's right here.
I'm working on it. Just give me a second.
There's the kitty.
Kitty. I swear that cat will eventually be probably kidnapped by me. So, warning.
Wait, you want our cat?
I would want a cat, but I can't have them because my mom's allergic to them.
You know, next time we go someplace, we should have you watch the cat.
Yeah, just bring it to where I work and I'll take care of it. We're good.
No. You guys come here.
I only work 2 days a week now, and it's like, yeah. I mean, bring the cat to where I work and I can take care of that thing quite easily.
She doesn't play well with others.
No, she'll be fine. She'll be in her own little kennel. No other cats to attack her.
Is this a kennel?
It's a good-sized kennel.
Yeah, his princess.
You mean he's a little terrorist?
Yes, the little terrorist. He calls her a princess, I call her a terrorist.
So she's a terrorist princess.
Here, kitty, have a kitty toy.
She's like, what did you put on me, human?
Yeah, she doesn't play with this stuff. She doesn't, like, so I buy catnip. I use the same catnip in my cat treats and my cat toys. And when I do the cat toys out of wool, she doesn't care. But when I do the cat toys out of fleece, she's all over it. Yet, she should be more attracted to wool. And then when I make the cat treats, she doesn't eat them at all. But there's a stray cat that hangs out in our neighborhood. And I got him to eat some cat treats, and I took pictures of it. So I have proof that some cat eats them.
I almost hit a cat on the way home tonight.
Oh.
That's not good.
Why?
Well, weren't you on a bus?
I had to go to the Barber Transit Center to get my car.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
So what I heard there, and I know this isn't what you said, but that you said you have a goat to the transit center. to get your car.
No. Just have the cat attack him, please.
My princess doesn't attack me.
Unless you go for her belly.
Go for the kitty belly.
No, I have cats that roll over where they want me to pet their bellies, and I'm like, hell no, I am not falling for that.
It's a trap!
Yeah, not this one.
Oh yeah, I know it's a trap. Isn't there a new Star Wars movie coming out soon too?
On the 25th.
Yeah.
I will not be seeing that one in the theater.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Why?
Why? If I want every moment of every minute of the Star Wars universe mapped out, you got to give me some interesting stuff. And I was interested in Rogue One because it's an interesting story, and with Han or Solo or whatever it's called.
yeah, it's Solo.
I just don't need to know where he came from. I only need to know that he showed up in Mos Eisley and what background we've been given on him.
I know. I saw a trailer for it today, and he's like, Chewie said he's like 190 years old.
Yeah.
And Solo's reaction to it was like, what the fuck?
Well, you look really good.
How bad is it that the main character is the least interesting character in that movie? Just saying.
There's just so much. I just think that there's too much. So here is my nightmare scenario with Star Wars.
They keep coming out with movies.
Every
That's my
year.
nightmare. That's my nightmare scenario.
So they're
No,
coming out
every
with
year they break my bank account. Yeah.
they're coming out with Solo.
All right.
There's been talk of coming out with a Boba Fett movie.
No,
I don't understand why Boba Fett is so popular. He literally dies in the most embarrassing and sad way.
I know. And he's like the worst bounty hunter, technically.
Exactly, because he never caught the people he was after. So then there's also talk of a Kenobi movie. I'm mildly interested in a Kenobi movie, but I don't really want to see him hanging out on Tatooine, which is what the movie's mostly going to be about.
Probably.
Yeah, where the evil?
But I would have liked to maybe see a Star Wars The Old Republic movie.
We don't know what Ryan Johnson's going to do with his trilogy. I'm really hoping that he either does an Old Republic style or he goes so far out in a galaxy edge
far away.
Yeah, well, farther away, so that he gives us something that's not connected to the rest of the Star Wars universe, except with its things going on. I mean, yes, have lightsabers, but don't have. I don't need someone that's related to someone who's related to someone else who's related to someone else. For God's sakes, the family tree.
We done with the Skywalker shit.
Well, we don't need someone related to Lando. We don't need someone related to Rey. We don't need someone related to Luke. We don't need someone related to just.
Kenobi.
For God's sakes, have some branches.
Yeah,
they're making the galaxy feel so small.
Like, can we have some Ahsoka?
I don't even want Ahsoka in this new trilogy. I don't want it. I think she should be in the next Star Wars, not like Episode 9, but Ryan Johnson's new trilogy. I don't want any connection to the rest of the universe. What's the matter, kitty? What's she doing? Oh, the baby kitten. Oh, the baby kitten.
So I'm just like a mild fan of the movies. I'm not that into Star Wars like all my other friends, like you guys that know everything. So
Don't you ever say that I'm into Star Wars again.
well, evidently, but you're still a friend.
Right.
So, yeah, I
just like it for the fuzzy creatures,
like porgs.
like porgs.
Aren't they delicious?
They might be.
There's a tea turtle shirt of Chewie cooking one and a porg looking at him all sad.
I need that shirt.
Teaturtle.com, they're still half price. Maybe for another day, like all the Star Wars t-shirts were half price.
Nice.
And T-Turtle, it would be TEE turtle.com.
I know that we're not on Avengers Infinity War anymore, but we should go back there. I just thought of something. Tony, and whoever else is still alive, Nebula, Tony and Nebula, and God, I think that's it. Well, maybe Rocket. They're all stuck on Titan with no ship. How did...
Oh, right, because Spider-Man just...
Oh, Rocket's not there because he was with Thor.
Yeah.
God, who was on that? So there was Doctor Strange, Nebula, Star-Lord, Drax, Iron Man. Spider-Man. So there were 6 of them there, and I'm pretty sure it's just the 2 of them now, Nebula and Iron Man, because the others disappeared.
Yeah. So unless Captain Marvel scoops them up on the way back.
Well, why is she going to do that? She doesn't know they're there. Hey, new girl.
Yeah.
Was there anybody still left alive on Titan other than Tony Stark and Nebula?
No.
So it's just those 2.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, there's 2 people stuck. I mean, unless Nebula's got some sort of ability to contact a ship somewhere.
Yeah, because Quill's gone. Raccoon's still alive.
But
Does the Raccoon still have a ship?
No, Drax disappeared.
No, does the Raccoon still have a ship, though?
He might, but he's on Earth.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, because I was all saying that Rocket was with him too, and then I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, because I forgot that he was on Earth with Thor.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like the new weapon for Thor.
I don't, well...
It's the original weapon that he had in a comic book series.
That's Beta Ray Bill's weapon.
Why couldn't they make another hammer?
Yeah, why? That's my question: is why couldn't they have made another Mjolnir?
Well, Mjolnir was destroyed by his half sister, if I'm right.
Well, right, but if there was a mold for a hammer axe, why didn't they have a mold for the hammer?
Maybe the molds are a one-time use.
Maybe.
That seems wasteful.
I don't know. That's my guess. Even though they still had a mold for the glove.
I have another question.
Yes.
The whatever Peter Dinklage was playing, that
Ifrit or something like that.
Oh yeah, the guy that deals with the bridge.
No.
The Forge Dwarf.
Oh.
Did his hands get encased in metal right before they got there, or are they always like that?
I think they were before, because I think it was Thanos who did it.
I think Thanos that put him in that.
So it just pretty much just happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And when this is North, I thought they would be short, not freaking ass tall.
Well, I think that's the subverting the truth, as it's called.
I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to Lord of the Rings dwarves.
Yeah, don't think conventional. Because what if I want to create elves in my fiction, but I make elves tiny little 2-inch sized creatures?
Sure.
I can do that because, well, elf isn't defined as Lord of the Rings.
I think you're talking about a pixie.
Nah, these are elves. They're not flying around. They're shooting arrows, and they're graceful, but they're tiny. They're tiny little guys.
Do they have pointy ears?
They have pointy ears and everything.
Okay.
And the leprechauns.
And they all look like Orlando Bloom.
Or do you mean that's the guy that was Legolas's father?
I don't know who Legolas's father was.
Do you not see the Hobbit movies?
I did, but not recently. It was pointed out that you should never trust an elf because Hugo Weaving was an elf, and he became the Red Skull.
He's Red Skull.
The guy who
also
was
Agent
Ronan.
Smith.
What?
He's also Agent Smith in the Matrix.
Yeah. The guy who was Ronan was an elf, and then Hela was also an elf. So basically, all of them went from being elves in Middle Earth to being Marvel villains.
Yeah, no, like literally, when I heard his voice from during Infinity War, I was just like, wait, what happened to Lord Elrond? My brain went to that.
That's not Hugo Weaving in there.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Ross Marquand.
Ross Marquand is the one who plays Red Skull.
Okay, well, it sounded like Lord Elrond's voice to me.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he obviously he's got to do somewhat an impression of that. I always thought Sam Neill would be a great one, you know, an older Red Skull, but I kind of like what they did.
Huh.
I was always wondering what happened to Red Skull, anyways.
When DJ was looking up who played the Red Skull yesterday or the day before, he's like, it's some guy named Ross Marquand. I'm like, oh, I know him. and DJ's like, are you sure? Well, I know that he's from The Walking Dead. So when Heroes and Villains came here the first time and I was a VIP escort, I worked with him. So I knew, I literally kind of know him.
Oh my god.
I thought that was funny. Just the look on his face, like, you know him.
It's true.
You guys should have came to Wizard World on Friday, because when it was here, I got arrested by a Mandalorian merc.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, Wizard World will never be something I put money into again.
Yeah, and plus everybody that I wanted to see pulled out or didn't show up.
I wanted to go Saturday because I wanted to meet the guy from Stargate Atlantis.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that Wizard World might be on its last legs.
Why is that?
They've been
They've been hemorrhaging cash hand over foot. They don't know how to manage themselves, and they're canceling a lot of things that they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I heard one year Jason David Frank got in a fight with another guy at Wizard World to where he can't go to Wizard World anymore.
Huh.
I think it's that con. I can't remember. I heard he got in a fight with somebody. Like another actor. He got in a fight with another actor.
I blame NASA.
Huh?
I blame NASA.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I do.
You always blame NASA for everything.
No, not everything.
I'm gonna put my comment in the chat, but you cannot read it aloud.
Okay. I'll read it later then.
Yeah, or you can read it, just don't read it on the show.
Good point.
We
I don't know why the link wasn't working on my phone tonight though.
That's all right. You're
So
here.
I had to switch to the computer.
We've got about 10 minutes left of the show, and then we have to go because we've got a flight in the morning.
Where are you guys going?
Crazy.
Well, where's your flight going to? That's the question.
Do we want to stand in the air?
Sure.
Las Vegas.
Look who wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Puppy.
It's this crazy Bella.
Happy puppy.
Happy puppy.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she murdered your cat. I have both dogs in here now. Yeah, no, she's just chilling like this the rest of the night, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like she's going to.
Until she starts squirming. Don't go for it.
Oops.
That's you.
Fine.
Yeah.
Go
I
away.
gotta put the chat window up again there. There.
She was about to go through for my nose with her tongue, so.
That sounds legit. I mean, logical. Why not?
Yeah, no, they're both going crazy because my parents are still gone in California.
Sweet. Party at your house tonight.
Nope.
I think so.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Yeah, so Metal will be over first, and then me and her will be over next.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'm not home for the rest of the night.
That's even better.
I got 2 guard dogs that will love to bite you.
Hey, I have the queen of dog treats right here, all right?
See? Problem solved.
See?
Yeah, actually, Bella's picky when it comes to dog treats.
See, that's not going to happen, though, because I said that Metal would be there first, and he lives in New Jersey.
True.
Although, he's probably going to move here soon.
Great, another horrible driver on the road that can try to murder me.
If I wanted to murder you, it would be way more direct.
Because for the last 2 weeks, I've been almost killed 4 times.
That's because you're a bad driver, not because of me.
Yeah, I was going to say that the common factor in all of that is you. So wouldn't
No, there actually have been all the other drivers, not me.
I think you're the problem.
No.
You're the person I know here.
Even the Navy guy agrees with me.
Yeah.
On the ship.
We carry Marines places.
One of them was a car pulling over because a cop was driving by. And the idiot didn't see me.
Well, you should be getting over too.
I didn't hear the sirens.
Well, take the earbuds out of your ears.
I don't drive with earbuds. I must have been blasting like
Hey.
AC/DC or something.
Turn Britney Spears down for a while, all right?
I hate Britney Spears.
Whatever. You're not addressing. Turn your music down. Pay attention to what's going on around you.
It's whole
I was focused on getting to work so that I could watch a baby done on a dog so that I could get into the vet tech program.
No.
Yeah.
Turn Britney Spears off. Pay attention to what you're doing. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I actually have to take my car in the shop anyway because it needs oil change, brakes, and new windshield.
Well, at least your car's in good repair, he said sarcastically on the air.
Okay, well, the windshield needs to be fixed, not a new windshield, actually. But, yeah.
That's like coming on the air and saying, my car works fine. I just need new tires, a chassis, a motor, some windshield, doors, all 4 of them, gas,
Steering wheel?
paint job, steering wheel, radio,
brakes,
a hood, brakes. I like that.
How about a hood ornament of a cat?
That's all you have.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure when the next show is going to be, but we'll try to have it sometime in the future.
Yeah, because I won't be here during 4th of July, just to let you all know.
Yeah, there will
We have it in the past. Our next show.
Do I what?
I'll be in California during the 4th of July, so.
Why would we wait till the 4th of July to have the next show?
No, just to let you all know ahead of time that if I can't make it to that show during July.
Gotcha. Well, I'll put that in my calendar right now.
Very funny, I can tell. I can tell you're a horrible acting, bro.
To the audio listeners, I am mocking typing into my phone while staring at the camera.
You should have the case shut while you're at it.
Oh, I should shut the case while I'm doing that. You're right. Here we go. Anyway, I know it won't be next weekend.
Right.
Nope.
And I doubt very seriously it'll be the weekend after, but we'll see what we've got. But so just to wrap up, the season thing, I don't think it really worked. It really fell apart here in the new year, partly because of my job, partly because other people had other things going on. And if I'm not running the show, it apparently doesn't get run. So there's that.
Yeah.
but we'll have another show in the future. Metal, I am about halfway through Dark Matter.
Nice. What do you think so far?
I wasn't as interested in it when I started, but I'm way more interested now that I'm as far into it as I am. So hopefully it gets better. And then, where have you gotten Verticome yet?
Not yet. So I keep forgetting about it, but it's on my to-do list. So I've been studying for finals.
Because when I can start scheduling people that don't have like normal weekends off, like Dirk Manning, for instance, that'll be like a middle of the week thing. So the shows might become less regular, but they also might happen more frequently, depending on guests and whatnot. But we'll go from there.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
What about the crazy driver there?
I'm not crazy driver.
I think you are.
I didn't kill Giddy tonight.
That's great. I want to thank you for joining me. You're going to hang out with me all night.
And all next week.
All next week. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we'll see you in the future. So for our one viewer tab, see you later. If you guys want to hang on for just a little bit afterwards, we'll say something and then we'll leave. But goodbye, everybody.
Bye.